Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Kingdom Joy, the podcast where we explore what it means to live an abundant, joy-filled life in the kingdom of God, right here, right now. Today, I want to talk about something that doesn't always sound very joyful at first: serving. In the world around us, joy is often linked to being served, having comfort, being important, being recognized. But in the upside-down kingdom of God, the greatest joy is found not in being served, but in serving others. Many years ago, I worked as a hospital cleaner. It wasn't glamorous work. My days were filled with mops and buckets, emptying bins, scrubbing toilets, and cleaning hospital wards. Sometimes it felt thankless, and it certainly wasn't a job that made me feel important in the eyes of the world. This was when hospitals employed their own cleaners and you were assigned to a particular ward. I remember one occasion when I was on my hands and knees cleaning out the socket in the floor where the door bolt fitted. Dirt had accumulated in it, and I was digging it out with a spoon handle. People were going past me into the ward, tutting and making comments about me being in the way, except for one doctor who stopped and thanked me for caring about keeping the ward clean. This was before I was a Christian, but as I worked, I realized that I was serving people at some of the hardest and most vulnerable times of their lives. I wasn't just wiping down surfaces, I was helping create a clean, safe place for healing. That job began to open my eyes to the dignity of service. And I discovered a strange, unexpected joy in this mundane, often thankless job. My mop and bucket became instruments of love. As Christians, we are called to serve one another with joy and to see this as the highest calling. Jesus showed us this so clearly when he washed his disciples' feet. In John 13:14-15, he said, "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you." Imagine it, the Son of God kneeling with a towel around his waist, washing the dusty, tired feet of his friends. The King of Kings becoming the servant of all. Later, Jesus reminded his followers in Matthew 20:26-28, "Whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be your slave, just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." This is the upside-down kingdom, where the path to greatness is through humility, and where true joy is found in pouring ourselves out for others. When we offer our work to God, even the simplest tasks become worship. In God's kingdom, no act of service is ever wasted or unseen. So, how do we live this out day by day? Firstly, offer our ordinary tasks to God. Whether it's washing dishes, caring for children, working in an office, or volunteering, let us invite God to make our service holy and dedicated to him. Secondly, look for unnoticed opportunities. Serving with joy often means quietly doing the thing no one else wants to do. And when we do it in love, we're walking in the way of Jesus. And then remember who you're serving. Colossians 3:23 tells us, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters." When we serve others, We are serving Christ Himself. Friends, serving with joy doesn't always come naturally. Our world tells us to climb higher, to look out for ourselves. But Jesus shows us another way, the way of the towel and the basin, the way of humble love. And here's the secret. When we choose to serve, we discover a joy deeper than the recognition or applause. We discover the joy of becoming more like Jesus. So today, let's take up the call to serve with gladness in our homes, in our workplaces, in our churches, in our communities. Let's live the joy of the upside down kingdom. And if you come across a cleaner in a hospital, thank them for their service. Thank you for joining me today on Kingdom Joy. Until next time, may you find joy in humble service, and may the love of Jesus flow through every act of kindness you offer. Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Kingdom Joy, the podcast where we explore what it means to live an abundant, joy-filled life in the kingdom of God, right here, right now.